So,
Oh, you got.
All right.
Well,
We will go ahead and call the meeting to business here.
okay.
Say we have somebody online.
Well, we're just a viewer. Somebody waiting to view.
Okay, are we all set there? Okay.
Nobody showed up yet.
Okay, we will call the meeting to order. The Code Enforcement Special Magistrate meeting, August 12th, 2021 at 1 p.m. at City Hall. We don't have anybody in the audience, so we'll go ahead and take the agenda in order. And unless there's somebody that's online that is a interested party.
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right, so the first case is case 13-524-00393 under old business. This case involves an application for amnesty with respect to a lien. I have reviewed the application and supporting documentation, and I just have a couple of questions for the city, given that it doesn't appear that the property owners are present here today. I was unable to tell from the backup whether the property is now in compliance.
Yes, the property is in full compliance now. They pulled the permit for the demolition. The demolition has been completed. And everything was hauled away. The final inspection was on, I believe it was Monday of this week, showing the cleared lot.
Mr. Young, I'm going to actually swear you in.
Okay.
We forgot that step since nobody else is in the audience. So if I could have you raise your right hand, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
You want me to repeat what I said under oath?
Yes, please.
Okay. A permit was obtained, the demolition work was completed, and all of the debris has been hauled off, and the final inspection was made, I believe, on Monday by myself, showing the lot being clear.
Okay, so the property is now in full compliance as far as the city's concerned.
Yes, ma'am.
And does the city have any costs associated with the code enforcement liens or violations associated with this property?
Yes, ma'am. Digging through. It was just the mailings that we had and like that. I believe no, ma'am. The mailings that were made were done back a few years back, and there are no records that this was done. What charges there were.
Okay, so the city isn't seeking any costs.
That is correct. We are seeking no costs.
And Mr. Young, are you aware of any other violations other than what's provided in the file? It looks like there's two liens from October of 2014 and July of 2014. Are you aware of any other liens or subsequent violations?
No, ma'am, there are none.
And Mr. Young, is the city supportive of this application?
Yes, ma'am, we have no qualms with her application at all. This is one of the fallacies of purchasing property on tax sales, is there is no, the county property appraiser does not list all liens that are on properties.
I see.
So when somebody buys it, most of the time they have no idea that there is another lien on the property.
And then in terms of the current value of the property, is that the 7,353? Looking at the Columbia County Property Appraiser.
Yes, ma'am, that's what it was appraised at.
And then in terms of the lien amounts, can you confirm that this is the current lien amount, which is on the application, the $619,750?
Yes, ma'am, that was when they applied for the permit. Was on that date.
So that was as of July 27th.
Yes, ma'am.
But I would be clearing out the liens subsequent to that, correct?
Yes,
Would have
ma'am.
accrued
And
up
we
until
would,
today.
we would have the city clerk file a release of lien.
Am I think I have multiple copies of the lien and orders in my file.
Yes, ma'am.
So there's really only one lien,
Yes, ma'am.
and it was recorded in October.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I am going to issue an order approving the application in its entirety in granting amnesty with respect to the entire amount of the lien, and awarding no cost to the city since there are none. All right. And I believe that under new business, case number 21138 has been removed from the agenda.
Yes, ma'am. It's been removed. The gentleman has hired a design company to design his replacement addition and has hired a contracting company to obtain the permit and do the work.
And the next case is 2149. And if Mr. Young, if you would just give me an idea of the notice sent to the owner, the violations, and the remedies sought by the city.
Yes, ma'am. The initial inspection was April the 15th of 21. The results, the structure is in a blighted area. It's deteriorated. The roof is in need of repair, overgrown weeds and grass. We're requesting a demo. The violations are the International Property Maintenance Code 2018 301.2, 301.3, 302.4, 304.1, 304.6, and 304.7. And again, we're asking for the structure to be ordered to be demolished by the owner.
And Mr. Young, do we know if the owners received notice of the violations?
They have been mailed out. We got the certified return. It was delivered to Verdi Barrett on 6/14/21. Also been posted at City Hall and on the property. The class mailing was refused to be signed that we sent.
Okay, and the posted at City Hall and with the property was posted?
Yes, ma'am, it was. And I believe there's pictures showing that.
Is there anybody residing at the property?
No, ma'am, it is abandoned, except for an occasional homeless person.
When was the last time the city was at the property?
We were on the property August the 9th and took more pictures to show that there has been nothing done.
Are you aware of the city having any personal contact with the property owner?
No, ma'am, we have had no personal contact with them.
So the city is seeking demolition if the structure cannot be repaired.
Yes, ma'am.
How long should we, what is your request with respect to how long the property owner has to try to repair the property?
The city requests that the property owner be given 30 days to demolish the building or permit the demolishment of the building. If not done in that time period, coming back to
Okay. I will issue an order giving the property owner 30 days to repair or demolish structures on the property. And if this isn't done within the time frame provided, they'll be required to come back before me. And then the last case number 21-115 was also removed from the agenda.
Yes, that is the property at 640 Northwest Florida Avenue, case number 19115. The one of the heirs has come in and applied for a permit. Apparently, this is the estate of Eddie Lee Murphy now, not just Eddie Lee Murphy, its owner, which we didn't know until now. The heir has come in and showed us everything, and he has applied for the permit. I approved it for issuance today.
Mr. Young, any other business?
No, ma'am, that is it.
We'll go ahead and adjourn the meeting. Very efficient.